Good morning, everybody. Can you all hear me? Good. Just want to check this mic here. What a pleasure to be with you here in Chicago as we celebrate again fascinating, fearless women tackling the challenges of our times. We really love being back here in this great global city. It boggles my mind that in the last few weeks alone, you've hosted the Chicago Forum on Global Cities, the James Beard Awards, the NFL Draft. Tonight, the Chicago Blackhawks are playing in the first game for the Stanley Cup in Tampa. You know, it's a big night. It really is. And by the way, did any of us have any doubts, really, that the President's Library was going to end up in Chicago? I mean, not really. Or that it would be Chicago that would land the Lucas Museum of Narrative Art. Melody, do you have any? One of the things that I love about Chicago is that civic contribution is so personal here. I'm in a room full of people who care passionately about what's best for Chicago. And notable among them are the remarkable women who are my co-hosts this morning. And I want to salute them now. Trisha Rooney Alden, CEO of Our Force Services, Mariam Al-Sikafi, Executive Director, Citizens Archive of Pakistan, Nora Daly, Chair of the legendary Steppenwolf Theatre, my dear friend, Melody Hobson, President of Ariel Investments, who just delivered, by the way, such a brilliant commencement address at USC, and of course, the amazing Desiree Rogers, CEO of Johnson Publishing Company. Thank you so much for welcoming us back to Chicago. Thank you. And thank you, Toyota, for your generous support of this event and for women in the world across the board. So generous and so involved with us. We're thrilled to be your partner. Well, Women in the World has grown a lot since we last met. Our annual summit at Lincoln Center that convenes inspiring women from all over the world to tell their stories and share their insights has become now a live and digital platform in a joint venture with the New York Times. And later this year, we're going to be launching the first of our two new summits in this global partnership in London in October and in India in November, which is very, very exciting. I wish that I could say that it's been a great year for women, but actually it's been a brutal period for women globally. In the Middle East, ISIS has abducted and sold thousands of women and girls into domestic and sexual slavery, and they're systematically murdering women just because they're educated. In Nigeria, Boko Haram refuses to release the schoolgirls they kidnapped a year ago, and they're using other girls that they've abducted, some as young as 10 years old, as unwitting suicide bombers. Each of the women that you're going to see on stage this morning are fighting back against these terrifying trends in their own courageous way. And that's why the theme of this breakfast this morning is Girls as a Weapon of War, which is something that we at Women in the World have followed as a theme over the last few years and are very, very worried to see it increasing in its potency as a hideous new trend. So two of the guests we're going to have on our stage today are Obiageli Ezekwesili from Nigeria. Now, she is the righteous woman behind the Bring Back the Girls campaign in Nigeria. And she is the person who's really kept that beacon alive and insists that this is not just a hashtag, everybody. This is about the painful reality of missing young girls, daughters of people who are pining, who are desperate to see them again. And who knows if they ever do return, the kind of traumatic shape they will be in. The other is Dr. Edith Schlaffer, a brilliantly innovative social scientist from Vienna who's become one of the world's leading experts on how radical terror is spread. And she's tapping what she considers the greatest untapped national security resource. She's enlisting an army of mothers. And let's not forget women who are making a real difference right here in the US. Donise Sandoval came up with an ingenious idea to help the homeless in her hometown of San Francisco, and she's going to be joined by Chicago's own hero, Sol Flores, who's rescuing the homeless in the city every day, right here. So let's get started on today's Women in the World breakfast.